yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Born and dead, saved by love, count my blessing from above. Though in darkness, have no fear. Light will shine on those holding near. They know that sorrow they will pass. For I know in this life there will be something. But remember that love, yes it will. Love will reign. Yeah. Love will reign. Yeah. In my heart, I believe it. Love will reign. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Have a vision. It's clear and plain. People living life, smiling again. Oh, see the children. They know no pain. Far from pressure, stress and strain. Oh, sorrow, they will pass. For I know in this life there's gonna be some pain. But remember that love, yes it will. I know. Yeah. Love will reign. Gotta believe it. In my heart, I truly believe sun will shine again. And love, I can hardly wait. We'll all be together. There'll be peace, peace, sweet peace, happiness and joy forever. Oh, yeah. One day, someday, pain will be over and love will reign. They won't last, for I know in this life there's gonna be some pain. But in the end, love will reign. Yeah. Love will reign.
Love Will Reign, one of my favorite songs, and I want to thank Kier Coleman Ward for allowing us to utilize that as our theme song. And we appreciate the entire work of Love Will Reign. That is the title track of Kier's um, great project that you need to check out on all outlets where you can find great music. And we appreciate him for being a part of our Love and Stuff community. I'm Marcus Holmes. I'm here with you again. Happy holidays. I hope that you will have an amazing holiday if you celebrate holidays. And even if you don't, that you will have a wonderful season through which many of us do celebrate holidays. And you may experience some of the Yuletide cheer, joy, peace, and all of those other great things that we so uh, strongly believe in and walk in. And hopefully, we're walking in them all year long. You've encountered another episode of Love and Stuff, a Tuesday Facebook episode, YouTube events, Twitch TV, Twitter, across all of these platforms. I hope you will click share, tag 5 of your closest Facebook friends, followers, subscribers on YouTube, or followers on Twitch TV or Twitter, 5 of the more popular ones, to join us in this discussion about love's evolution, whether it's more than just chemistry, sparks, and beauty. If there's more to love and stuff than just what you see. So I hope you will take a moment wherever you are watching us, even in any of the love groups or groups that we're attached to, that you will take a moment and click share as we share from the vault some replay content, and we'll be back to talk about it, whether or not you should still pursue relationships even after some of the spark, beauty, attraction, chemistry fades. Should you navigate something differently? Should you ebb and flow? Or what is it to this love's evolution? Or is there a time when the attractiveness, the chemistry will just stop? And should you stop? Well, we want to have this discussion, and I invite you to invite others by clicking that share button right now, tagging 5 of your closest friends, Facebook followers, connections, or subscribers if you're on YouTube events, 5 of the more popular ones to join in this conversation. Does love evolve? Is it more than just the chemistry, sparks, and beauty? Drop in the comments what you think. And I'd love to be able to share in conversation with you your perspectives, which is what Love and Stuff is all about, helping people to take their love to the next level, upping their love game. Plus, we have a few opportunities that we want to make you aware of, and ways that you can help others during this Christmas time and this season of giving, that you can help others experience the Yuletide cheer. And our special Love and Stuff shout out for Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix, who will this season sponsor a special athlete nominated by you that they will do special gift giving to this year. It's all about love and how we can give more. And I hope that you will give us a share right now and tag 5 of your closest friends, 5 of your more popular ones, just as we plan to go into our first segment about this topic, the love's evolution. Is it more than just chemistry? Is it more than just sparks? Is it more than just beauty? And we want to encourage you to think about that as we go to this quick pause, wearing the brand that we love, living the brand, and loving the brand. What you wear says something about who you are, what you believe, and what you stand for. So here in the Love and Stuff community, we wear the brand that we live, and we live the brand that we wear because we love the brand. It's all about increasing the amount of love in the world and upping our love game. And if that's what you're about, you should wear it too. If you're about wearing a brand that you live, living the brand that you wear, and loving the brand, we invite you to consider all of our Love and Stuff gear, among which we have our Love is Front and Center sweatshirts that come in multiple colors and sizes that are available by scanning that QR code. Our Sports Talk hoodies that are available as well. If you wear the brand you love and love the brand you wear and live the brand, others will learn about love through how you walk in your lifestyle. So we invite you to join us to shop and enjoy many of these brand products that we have across the Love and Stuff diaspora. And we hope that you will join us in making a purchase today. All right, we're going into our topic, which is around love's evolution. Is there more beyond chemistry, spark, and beauty? Or does it kind of fade and end there? What do you do when that appears to fade? Do you continue to pursue the relationship, stay committed to the relationship? We want to hear from you to ensure that we understand your perspective and invite you to share right now. So click share now and tag someone to join us in the conversation. We're going to be tagging some other people to join us. This is Love and Stuff. I'm Marcus Holmes, the love activist. I am advocating for a better love for you and me, that together we can change this world by upping our love game. And I'll be right back after this content. With about 7 women and 17 guys who said there were not suitable companions in their 30s, 40s, 50s, early 60s, and late 20s. And so you can imagine people would see pictures on my page or see me in photos with other people, and they would inbox me saying, "Who is that?" And so I said, no, I won't play Cupid. I will try to get an inbox dialogue going. And the inbox dialogue got so good in the group that we decided that it should be more than just a love and a stuff in the dialogue, and hence love and stuff. Our love relationship with God, self, others, and then the stuff. Jocelyn Smith has joined us. Thank you so much for coming, cuz. Sandra Bowden Gauss Butler has joined us. Thank you for coming to Love and Stuff. I believe it's your first time. Hey, Tracy. Darrell Dawson has joined us. Thank you for coming to Love and Stuff. And so straight from the inbox, which is where almost all of the topics come from. Sometimes we try to stay current with the topics that are happening in the world. Deontay Green has joined us. Thank you for coming to Love and Stuff, sir. I believe he is the cousin of my cousin. I believe he's, Jocelyn, your husband's cousin. So that makes him the cousin of my cousin. You follow what I'm saying? So I'm going to read straight from the inbox the topic, and I want you to just chime in and let me know how you feel about this topic, and let's have this discussion, shall we please? Okay. Looks like some people dropped in and dropped out. Don't do that to me. Come on in. So here's a question the writer says, I like to pose and see how people feel on Love and Stuff. I have 2 friends, female friends, who married 2 guys that were not attracted, who they were not attracted to initially. One admits she was tired of dating, and he wanted her and her children, so she married him. It took 10 years for her to really get into him. And the other says he grew on her by the time he proposed. Are we supposed to marry the man or woman of our dreams, or just be realistic and take the type of man or woman that wants us? Let them grow on us. Is attraction really that vital if you want a healthy, happy, lifelong marriage? And this is straight from the inbox. So really the question is, are we supposed to marry the man or woman of our dreams, or just be realistic and take the type of man or woman that wants us? Let them grow on us. Is attraction really that vital if you want a healthy, happy, lifelong marriage? Thank you, Lena Kelso, for joining, and Taja Crown has joined. I think, Lena, your first time coming to Love and Stuff. Sean Harding has joined. Thanks for coming to Love and Stuff. So that's the question I'm posing to you straight from the inbox. 2 questions, really. Are we supposed to marry the man or woman of our dreams, or just be realistic and take the man or woman that wants us and allow them to grow on us? And part 2 is attraction really that vital if you want a healthy, happy, lifelong marriage? What do you say? Those of you that have joined us on Love and Stuff, this is an inbox topic that comes straight out of the inbox, which is where we try to bring all of the topics. You suggest the topics, and we bring them to the inbox. Hey, Taja. So I need you to speak up and let me know what you're thinking about this topic. I'm hoping that you will chime right in. Are we supposed to marry the man or woman of our dreams, or just be realistic and take the man and woman that wants us and let them grow on us? Is attraction really that vital if you want a healthy, happy, lifelong marriage? Okay, Tasha is the first out of the gates responding. Thank you so much. She says, attraction is not vital for me. Okay, so I don't know if you came in when I first read it. From the inbox, there are two women who married two guys, and they weren't initially attracted to them. But over time, they say that he grew on them. Each of them, each woman, the man that she decided to marry grew on them. And so we're wondering, Monique Hayden Gary has joined us. Thanks for coming to Love and Stuff. Are we supposed to marry the man or woman of our dreams, or just be realistic and take the type of man or woman that wants us and allow them to grow on us? Is attraction really that vital if you want a healthy, happy, lifelong marriage? And Tasha says, no, attraction's not that vital. Tabitha Goodner has joined us. Thanks for coming to Love and Stuff. We love having you all come to the community, and we got a sweet little mix of people who might provide us some dialogue and perspective on our inbox discussion, which is, are we supposed to marry the man or woman of our dreams, or just be realistic and take the type of man or woman that wants us, let them grow on us? Is attraction really that vital if you want a healthy, happy, lifelong marriage? Is it really vital if you want a healthy, happy, lifelong marriage? What do you say? We want to hear from you about, what do you say? Is it important to be with someone who you believe is who you are physically attracted to, or I'll take it a step further, emotionally attracted to? Or should you allow some time and space for that person to grow on you? Allow them to grow on you. Do you allow people to grow on you as it relates to long-term relationship and healthy, happy marriage? What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? Terry the King is watching us. Thank you for coming to Love and Stuff. Tabitha says, life more abundantly for me will be someone that I'm attracted to. I don't have a whole lot of grow on me time. We need to be in full bloom. Okay. Monique says they should grow on you before you marry them. That's interesting. One said he grew on her while before the proposal. The other says they were 10 years into the marriage and she married him because he wanted her and her children. Do you think that that is a good recipe or a recipe for disaster, Monique? What do you think? And Tabitha says, I'm not just speaking physical attraction either. Okay, very good. Tasha said, the man woman for you is not about looks, but about his strengths that they have that we need from them to help make us stronger. Good point. Jervis Canty has joined Love and Stuff. Thanks for coming back to Love and Stuff. We're talking about, should you wait to marry the man or woman of your dreams, or should you go for the man or woman of right now who wants to be with you and allow him or her to grow on you? Straight from our inbox. Is it vital to have an attraction if you want a healthy, happy, lifelong relationship? Good evening, Jervis. Tanisha Holmes has joined us. Thanks for coming to Love and Stuff. So what do you think? Is it important? Is attraction vital if you want a healthy, happy, lifelong marriage, or can that grow on you? Valencia says, thank you for coming to Love and Stuff. What is attraction? Yes, there should be an initial connect. But trust me, if you got me and I can count on you, you can take care of us and you can care for me and about me, then I'm attracted. But I don't care how, and I think the ... will come. Hi, Tanisha. We're talking about, should you wait to marry the man or woman of your dreams? Are we supposed to do that? Or be realistic and take the type of man or woman that wants us and let them grow on us? Is attraction really that vital if you want a healthy, happy, lifelong marriage, and that's straight from the inbox. Monique says that's a recipe for disaster. One should not marry someone just because they accept your children. Good point. Julia White has come to Love and Stuff. Thank you for coming to Love and Stuff. Taja Crown says there was a time when people married and it wasn't all about attraction, but they developed a love that was strong. That's true. And I wonder, what's different about those times versus today. Jervis says, I think a person can be fine as all get out and be abusive, crazy, and deranged. Beauty fades. Excellent point. It sounds a little bit of testimonial. I don't know if it is or isn't. But excellent point. So looks can be deceiving. They could be. They could be. And that's why I think someone was saying earlier, Jervis, it needs to be more than just a physical attraction. I want to hear what El Bakai Hernandez has to say if he's still here in the room. Tanisha said it's better to grow together. What or who you believe you want may not turn out to be what you want in the end. Good point. And so, Tanisha, would you say that you would wait for the man of your dreams? Or if you saw a man who was kind of the man of your daydream, you might let him grow on you? That's kind of what the inbox question is. Jean Morgan has joined us. Thanks for coming to Love and Stuff. Appreciate it. Straight from our inbox. Our inbox discussion is two friends, female friends, married gentlemen. One married a guy because he wanted to marry her and have her children. I mean, she had children, so he wanted them both. 10 years into it, she really developed an attraction for him. The other wasn't attracted when she started dating the guy, but it developed before he proposed. And so the question is, are you supposed to marry the man of your dreams or woman of your dreams, or just let reality set in and be with the one that's present now who wants to be with you and to let him or her grow on you? Or is it vital for some kind of attraction? As Valencia is saying, it's vital to have some attraction. Lady Veronica says 20 years married, 27 years knowing each other. I'm going to get the rest of that comment. I'm sorry. This is so funny. I was not attracted to my husband when I met him. I had only been with light-skinned skinny. Come on, skinny! Skinny men are in. I don't care what nobody says. Fat men don't go out and skinny men don't go out. I don't care what they say. Very good point, Tanisha. Tasha says, okay. Lady Veronica says, he is the man of my dreams, even though I wasn't attracted to him. Great point. Okay. Aiken Royal has joined us. I'm glad that you're safe in New York, even though you did not check in with me. I'll fuss later. You got to check in when there are explosions. Huh? You got to check in. Excuse me, I digress. Jervis says you have to search your heart. The reality is love often causes someone to become more attractive. Okay, thank you for that. Taja says the man of our dreams can very well be the man that woman need. The man of your dream. Okay, very good. Tabitha says she's laughing. I don't know why she's laughing at. Tell me, Tabitha, what was funny? Marriage was a transaction before, and love came after the commitment. Now people are chasing love without wanting to commit first. Good point, Tanisha. Shelrita Wilson, who I enjoyed hearing singing on Sunday, making all those faces, but we'll talk about that later. Welcome back to Love and Stuff. Carlita Earl has joined Love and Stuff. Welcome. I think it's your first time. Thanks for coming. Hubby is the exact opposite. I didn't think if it mattered, just wasn't attracted to him physically, but his smile was infectious, and he had a joy about him that his physical appearance didn't matter. Then to top it off, I think I just realized what Tabitha was laughing at, the skinny men, big men. It's true. They never go out of style. Quentin Holmes is watching. Thank you, cousin, for coming in and watching Love and Stuff. Appreciate it. Tabitha says, come on, skinny. Yeah. Hey, I'm going, even though I'm not as skinny as I used to be, I am 170 pounds, believe it or not, which my doctor said that's more weight than I should carry. I think I'm carrying it in some special places. But, yeah, I'm going to represent for the skinny man, because skinny's always in, especially tall and skinny, but skinny's always in, and so is fat. It's that middle section when, super physique and buff doesn't always stay in style. People believe that, but it doesn't. Corey Reed has joined us. Thanks for coming to Love and Stuff. We are talking about, straight from the inbox, whether you should marry the man or woman of your dreams or accept the man or woman of right now and let him or her grow on you. and whether or not physical attraction, primarily physical attraction, is vitally important for you to have a healthy, lifelong relationship or marriage. Tabitha says, stretch out, fluffy man. Come on, fluffy man. Katria Gaines, my former neighbor has joined Love and Stuff. Thank you. I'm praying for you. I know you had a loss. I don't know all the details, but I'm thinking of you today and praying for you. Welcome to Love and Stuff. We're talking about whether or not you should wait for the man of your dreams, or if there's a man in your life right now, should you be willing to marry him and let him grow on you? Is physical attraction, particularly, a vital component to having a healthy, happy, long life marriage, is what the inbox topic is. So I want to know from folks that have been married before, did anybody enter into that marriage saying this was the man or this was the woman of my dreams, and all of the things were in alignment with the exception of the physical attraction? Carmen Evans has joined us. Thanks for coming to Love and Stuff. And again, congratulations on your new grandbaby. LaShawn England has joined us. Thanks for coming to Love and Stuff. I think this might be your first time joining us here on Love and Stuff. We're talking straight from the inbox. All of our show topics primarily come straight from the inbox. Two women married two gentlemen who neither one was attracted to. One really wasn't attracted to her husband to be when they initially met, but she grew in attraction to him before he proposed. The other married him because he wanted to marry her and he was okay with her having children and welcomed and accepted them. And she wasn't really physically attracted to him until 10 years into the marriage. And so the question that was raised is, are you supposed to wait for the man or woman of your dreams, which includes the physical attraction, or should you be realistic and marry the one that's present and let it grow on you? What an awesome topic. I want to ask you, as you are joining Tawana Graham, thank you so much for joining. New Inside and Love and Stuff member. Thank you so much, Latrice Herring, Michelle Pryor, all of those that I've tagged to join us, as we are Leonard Forrest, my cousin, who I'm wishing health and wellness to, and I love so much. And Karen Meredith, all of you, click share and take a moment to tag someone to join us in the conversation. And I want to hear from you as to whether or not, what do you think? There are these two women in the inbox who married gentlemen for kind of different reasons. One of them married the gentleman who accepted her and her children and was good to her and her children. Another married a man who was interested in her, and over time, she felt that the attraction would come, but neither one of them were initially attracted to the man. So the question is, if you're not attracted to someone, should you really enter into a relationship? Does love evolve more than just chemistry, sparks, and beauty? Or are those things needed as initial ingredients? I want to hear from you, as we heard from those in the inbox, and you are experiencing some replay content. Because I thought this was an important topic as we taxi down the runway of this last year and people are thinking about relationships and entering them and getting out of them. I wanted people to consider, what are the ingredients that are most important to you? So I hope you will drop that in the comments and share that with us. And we'll be right back with the next segment right after this.
Keeping it safer when you're back with me. Keeping it safe, keeping it safer when I'm back with me.
Is physical attraction a vital component for a healthy, happy, lifelong relationship marriage? Carmen says, hey, how y'all doing on this beautiful cold night? It is cold, and it is beautiful, and so are you and that grandbaby. So I want to hear from some folks. Are you, well, you might not want to say if you are with someone that you're not physically attracted to, that would probably tell on them. But have you been in relationship, like Veronica says, she wasn't initially attracted to her husband because he wasn't the kind of gentleman guy she was used to being attracted to. So how many people are like that? Can I get some likes? Where you met someone, there wasn't an initial physical attraction to where you wanted to take it to the next level, but you ended up staying and it worked out very well, like Veronica. They've been together 27 years, married for 20. She says, yes, man of my dreams, but I was not attracted to him, and he knows this. Prentice Parker has come back again this week to Love and Stuff. I appreciate your coming back. Thank you so much for coming to Love and Stuff. Carmen says, oh, thank you. So I need to hear from more of you. Does it matter? Does physical attraction, how important is physical attraction early on in the relationship? Does it shape how far you're going to go in the relationship? Veronica says, now he is so sexy to me, so he grew on me. Okay, good. Thank you for that. Carmen said, I heard people say that they were not attracted to their mate at first. Now they are very happy. So Carmen, could that be you? Wendy, if you're still here, Bakai, if you're still here, could that be you if you were not physically attracted, really not attracted to the person that you were dating? Do you think that would last? Do you think there would be any hope for a future in a relationship where you're not physically attracted? Shelrita, I want to hear from you. I'm not hearing from some of you. Excuse my camera is doing the bob and weave. Again, straight from the topic is, should you wait to marry the man or woman of your dreams? Okay, while we're waiting, when I married, it wasn't physical. I married my husband because I felt we could grow together. He married for attraction. We found out later that that was one of the reasons we grew apart. Good point. Good point. So you married because you saw some potential in him, and he married because he saw what he saw. And so, Tanisha, share with us, how has that shaped your dating now? Does that shape your dating? Are you leery of men who only want what they see physically? Or do you shy away from that? Or how has that shaped how you date now, seeing that you are now single? Carmen says physical attraction is important, but it should not outweigh love. I think I can love someone who I wasn't physically attracted to. Have you ever, Carmen, have you ever loved someone that you weren't physically attracted to? Lady Veronica raises a point. I believe men are different because he always says if he wasn't, he wouldn't marry me, shaking my head. So are there brothers that can respond to that? The ones that are here. Terry the King is here, is quiet. Prentice Parker is here. Brothers, can you respond to that? Would you marry a woman to which you were not physically attracted? Could she even be considered the woman of your dreams? Philip Patrick has joined us. Thanks for coming to Love and Stuff. We need your input right now. Yes, I did. He grew fast on me. Okay. Valencia says, this is my concern. You have to know you. If attraction is important, many need to have attraction in your relationship to not be worried about unfaithfulness. But if intellect or humor or something else. So Terry says, no, he could not marry a woman that he wasn't physically attracted to. No, no, and no, he says. Philip says no. And someone who wasn't that good in bed. So Carmen, I do want to kind of touch on that because that came up in the inbox. How do you know before you get married that someone isn't good in bed? How do you do? How you doing? No, seriously. Is that one of the criteria? And I know what Terry's answer is going to be because he was a guest on our show and he kind of made that quite clear. Is part of that criterion, if physical attraction is important, is sexual prowess or performance, I'll characterize it as prowess, but performance, is that vitally important? Is that vitally important in determining a healthy, happy, long-lasting relationship or marriage? Tanisha says, I am learning to see people not just potential. Good point. Not just the long term, but the short term. Thank you. And Arnaldo Jimenez has come back. Thank you. It's been a few weeks. Happy holidays to you. I'm glad you were able to come back and join our Love and Stuff community. We appreciate and love your presence. Princess says, yes, could marry for reasons that are attraction. Could marry for reasons that are not attraction. I just want to make sure, Princess, I'm following you. Carmen says, I wouldn't know, but I want to trust. Carmen says, I wouldn't know, but I want to trust God. Good answer. Wink your eye, lift your hands. Terry says, could woman be with someone that looked like Flavor Flav? I don't think Flavor Flav was without women. Is without women. Is he around? So I think there are women that would be with Flavor Flav. Don't we know that for a fact? So there are women that anybody in the world can find someone that is attracted to them for some reason. But I'm wondering whether or not, Terry, that question of is the physical encounter important to you? And I think I know your answer. Prentice says not attraction. Okay, you could marry someone to whom you weren't attracted physically. So would there have to be some other things that you were just lockstep in? And what are those things for you, Prentice? If you can share that. Tasha says you're not going to blink your eyes like that. I had to do that because Carmen, kind of raised it like good and bad. I'm like, you jumped ahead. I didn't know what just happened. So I had to, blink it fast. I couldn't shake it fast, so I had to blink it fast. Tanisha says, I also now feel the need for my partner to be attracted to me. Okay. For the longest, I feared that once the attraction wore off, what would happen? That's a good and valid concern because, beauty does fade and booty does sink, sag, and other things happen, men, women, both. And so there has to be something that keeps you going. I mean, you can work out and keep some, do some things that counteract gravity, but you can't totally counteract gravity. And so there are things that are going to happen on both ends that you don't want just the fulcrum of that attraction to only be physical. There has to be, as Valencia said, some intellect, humor, some other intangible matter equally as much or more than the physical. I think Valencia is saying more than, really matters more than the physical. And I think the older we get, I think more people come to that revelation. I think when you're younger, you think all of the things that are more tangible are going to be lasting, at least for the time that you want them to last. Marla Taylor has joined us. Thanks for coming to Love and Stuff. Tasha Crown says, what about two people that are virgins when they marry? The purpose is to learn, experience, and grow together in the love-making department. Come on, love-making department! And I believe, Tasha, even if you're not virgins, I don't think that there is, I don't know, but I don't think that there is a sexual experience in which you cannot learn and teach the other person of how to make love to you and what is pleasurable to you and vice versa. You might learn there are things that you weren't willing to do sexually, and you might learn there are things that you need to learn to do sexually to please your partner. So I don't know that I would agree necessarily with you got to try it out because I believe whatever it is, if you're willing really to be committed to the relationship and you're committed to pleasing your partner, you learn the things that please your partner. And I think maybe equally important, you learn to find pleasure in doing the things that pleases your partner. That's just my 2 cents on that love-making department thing. Matters less, and the other things are oh so attractive. Good point, Valencia. It is. Intellect is so attractive, and I think I learned that over time. One of the things that you imparted to me as a young lad, I think being around such thoughtful people, such people who use their intellect, it became something that was very attractive to me. Terry says that was because of money, so that's a difference. That was because of money. Terry, you got to catch me up because I lost something and that was because of money. What was because of money? What did I miss? Tanisha laughing. Yes, they can. I know someone who loves him. Okay. Arnaldo Jimenez says, eventually looks change. We will all wrinkle and sag. No, I'm teasing. I'm teasing. Yes, you're right. We will fight until the devil loses the last victory of death, right? To preserve our youth, right? But you're right. We're all going to experience something that's going to age, that's going to need some Botox or something, right? And so, but the physical attraction might not just need to rest on the youth, but, you know, I think you have to go deeper about what is physically attractive to you and why. Where did you learn those norms from? And is there any room to learn new norms about what is physically attractive? Carmen says, just being transparent, I would have to at least see it before I get married to know I can work it. So, Carmen, I just want to make sure you're making this so much fun. This is Tuesday night on Loving Stuff. Love and Stuff with Carmen Evans. Just being transparent, I would have to at least see it before I get married to know I can work with it. Wait, please explain. It takes Carmen Evans to add just the right spice to our Love and Stuff community. And so I want to thank her for that spice that she's always left in our vault. And she is the host of Detroit Red Table Talk. I think I said the right name of the podcast. So I want you to invite you to watch her on Saturday afternoons. But she always adds a layer of spice. I'm going to the comments and I see David Carter is saying the most productive men in most cases seek supermodels, depending how money they have, how much money I assume they have accumulated, or they seek the top tier of women and of women. So I guess my follow-up question to that, and that might be true, is are you intimating that the majority of men are productive and thus that's what they're seeking? Or do most men, productive or not, seek some top tier woman and supermodel? What about the regular smegular everyday Joe, which is most people? Most people aren't going for the supermodel or the top tier woman, are they? Are they just regular people who, and in that case, talking about the regulars, what do you think about them? If you care to comment on that, and thank you for being here, and thank you as an Inside Love and Stuff member. Looking to see you there. All right. And Pat Miles, Latrice Herring, thank you for joining us. I hope you will click share, whether you're watching us here on Facebook or in any of the Facebook groups or on Twitch TV, Twitter, or YouTube events tonight. We're talking kind of about love's evolution, whether or not you get in relationship and hope that things will grow. Are there base ingredients like chemistry, spark, and beauty that are needed? Or do those evolve over time and sometimes get better or sometimes get worse? I want to hear from you. What are the ingredients that you would say are important to have going into a relationship? This comes from our vault, straight out of the inbox, where two women were talking about their experiences, and neither one of them entered into their marriage really being attracted to their husbands. They married them for various different reasons, and over time it grew. What do you say about that method? Would you marry a man or woman who you weren't really physically attracted to, or that spark wasn't there, chemistry wasn't there, that beauty wasn't there in your eyes? Would that be something that could grow on you? We've had people who chimed in, some of which have been married 27 years or 20 at the time at 20 years, together 27 years. And the wife shared that she wasn't initially attracted to the husband because he wasn't her type at that moment. Could that be you? Could you meet somebody who isn't your type, but then there are other qualities about them, their intellect, as Valencia said, that make you want to be involved, engaged, in love with them? We want to hear from you. And we're going in segment 3 of this vault experience, but we will chime in the comments with you, and we want you to chime in the comments with us to track with us to see whether or not this is something that you would find yourself engaged in. Why do you have to see it to know if you can work with it? You have to explain that in as many before 11 o'clock p.m. words as you can use. Booty Sink, no. Well, I'm just saying. I think the physical is what starts the conversation. I believe that there has to be chemistry or something that attracts you to them. I'm just not sure, Tanisha, is it physical? Could it be the voice? I think there are just a number of things. Valencia says, come on, virgin. Hashtag so few. Yes, you are so right. There are so few. Tanisha Grant, thank you for joining. I apologize if I didn't announce you're coming in the room. I like to announce everyone, not to embarrass anyone, but I want you to know how welcome you are in our Love and Stuff community and how much your input matters. And you say, I think the physical is what starts the conversation. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that, but I thought it was Tanisha Holmes. I apologize. Durrani K has joined us. Thank you, Mr. Smith, for coming back to Love and Stuff. Carmen says, are men respective of women showing or telling them what pleases them? Or do they think she's taking away their control of the situation? No. It would be an important conversation for me to speak with my wife or fiance about what pleases me. And she would need to have an openness and willingness to do all that pleases me. Somebody say all and lift your hands. Taja says, very true. That's my point. I don't believe in the tryout method before marriage. Okay, good. And some of us messed up and tried. But when you're getting to that place, I don't think that you necessarily need a method. Terry says the Flavor Flav having money was because, having women was because of the money. Well, whatever the lure was, right? He was able to have women. And, somebody might say, I'm able to have a woman because I'm so smart and I'm so handsome and I'm so talented. You know what I'm saying? I think that might be what they would say. But those are things, right? I am beyond smart, beyond talented, beyond good looking. So I think money is a thing that can attract somebody. Talent is a thing. And I know a lot of talented musicians, some of them extremely talented, but I would characterize them as without a beautiful countenance. But they have women lined up. And I think it's because people are attracted to the gift. Donald Lawrence has a song that says, your gift, it looks good on you. I think there are women in line telling men that, and maybe men in line telling women that. So sometimes the gift or the notoriety that comes with the gift, the status or stature that comes with the gift. So I could see that. But I get your point, Terry. Tanisha says, man boobs, no. Well, a man boob might work for a woman or two. Taja Crown, tryout method. She's saying not have sex before marriage. Veronica says agreed. It really helped and made things more pleasurable, learning to enjoy what he enjoys. Thank you for that. Eddie Hoskins has joined us. Thank you for coming to Love and Stuff. Taja says there are other things that should be attractive about them. Give me examples, Taja. Carmen is funny. Funny. And stuff. Yes. I'm telling you, and stuff. Sometimes it makes me blush, the things that Carmen will say, because it's too thin or oh so long or all bumpy or missing. Wait, Tanisha, I got lost. Because of it's too thin or oh so long or all bumpy or missing. Tanisha, I need to understand what you're telling me. It's too thin. What are we talking about that could be too thin or oh so long or all bumpy or missing? Robert Douglas has joined us. Thank you for coming to Love and Stuff, Star. Appreciate it. Durrani K says, what is it? The stove, the laptop, the TV? Are you hearing beeping? Oh, sorry. Carmen, very funny. She is hilarious. LaQuinda Phelps is watching. I'm sorry. Station identification. I guess it does have a mic, so you can't hear stuff. Oh, Lord. We're traveling. We got all kind of things going on. Having work done, painting. I need a painter because mine is not doing what he's supposed to do and getting my... Okay. Sorry. He can have the perfect package. Oh, wow, we are really down that road. LaQuinda Phelps has joined us. Thank you. Tasha says he can have the perfect package, but what if something happens to his package as he gets older? Come on, Viagra! No, I'm teasing. I'm just teasing. I'm not advertising Viagra. I'm not. Come on, Cialis! No, I know two names of stuff. I'm just saying. Tasha, I just, for the sake of conversation, since you and Carmen are taking me down this slippery slope, no pun intended, I would like to know, what is the perfect package? And Tanisha, are you talking about the same thing? Remember that I'm your uncle, baby. So I'm trying to get over in my mind that Tanisha might know about things then. But you got children, so I think you would know that, right? What are we talking about is the perfect package? Is the perfect package to an anatomy of a man? Brothers, is there a perfect package that's the anatomy of a woman? And are you willing to get that anatomy now and it changes over time? Yeah, I know you got to be cracking up at me because I'm cracking up at myself inside. Tabitha has her hands all. I don't know what all means. I don't know if that means you surrender all. Ladies, I need to get an understanding because you all are going in on package-related accessories. I need to understand. So you got to talk me through it slowly and gently. Oh, Tanisha's raising her hand. Deron, I believe she was referring to the baby-making tools. That's what I'm trying to find out. Lord, I know, Tanisha, I was trying to make her say it. Oh, okay. Letice Douglas will say it. Thanks for coming to Love and Stuff. She will say it. We're talking about, somehow, Letice, we've gotten to package. Film at 11. Tasha Crown, it all changes, Tanisha says. We're laughing. She's laughing heartily. Tasha says couples should be very transparent about discussing sex while going through the dating phase, fiance phase, and throughout the marriage. We should discuss it as to what pleases us. And then Tasha is laughing. LaQuinda is laughing. I don't know what that box is, but I don't need to know. Yes, Uncle. Oh, Tanisha. Pamela Caldwell has joined us. You said lift your hands and say it. Oh, yes, sure did. I lost it that quick. And you can see why. We've kind of dipped into a lot of package discussions. LaQuinda Phelps, everyone is different, therefore the package would be different. Well, LaQuinda, what is the package? Let's just all get on the same page. Are we talking about a body part? We're talking about an overall package? Hi, Elena. I hope she's not hearing these package discussions. It's a package. Yes. Is it a package deal? We then went to talking about body parts. Yes, and what does not please us. Okay. Oh, it's a package. Tabitha, I'm too slow for that. Lori Wesby has joined us. Welcome to Love and Stuff. Just to recap, we started at 8:30, so we're going to be going right till about 9:49, 45. Timothy Dennis has joined us. Special delivery. Okay. Straight from our inbox, 2 women married 2 men. Neither woman was attracted to the man. One woman became attracted as they were nearing the proposal phase. The other woman wasn't attracted to the man and married him because he wanted to marry her and accepted her children. And she really wasn't physically attracted to him until 10 years into the marriage. So the question is, are you supposed to marry the man or woman of your dreams, wait for that, or take the reality that there are people out there and just let them grow on you? Is physical attraction vital to the success of a healthy, happy, long-term relationship or marriage? Let me go back and pick up some of those comments. Just wanted to recap for those that are just joining us. We are speaking anatomy package. Okay, I just wanted to be clear. Okay, well, let's be real, the penis. Okay, thank you, LaQuinda. I can appreciate that. Nabu is the baby-making tools. Okay, I can appreciate that. Some women want a man with a big penis, but it's not about how big, medium, or small it is. If you love or care about him, it shouldn't be about his penis only. So you put only in there. Only. And Carmen says she needs only a look. Yashika Holston, come on, help us. Help Valencia. Help us. Bring it back. Marriage, ugh, just a headache. Well, I don't know if it's a headache, Durrani. If you want to be married, I don't think it's a headache. LaQuinda says you would want to believe the overall package, the man or woman, the overall. Yeah, men do it too. Some men like women with large breasts. Some men like women who have big derriere. Some men like women who, lot of things. I'm just wondering if the brothers are willing to step forward and say, those are deal breakers. I need to try it out. Besides Terry, because I think that's his answer. Tasha said, and you shouldn't be seeing his package before marriage either. Well, Carmen said only a look. Carmen said only a look can bring, she didn't say salvation, but she said only a look. She'd need to see it. I was doing so well until we started getting into all this package discussion. And now I have to go and find another spot. See, all this package discussion. Yashika, you are the right age. Clearly, y'all the right age. I'm the one that needs to pull it together because I can hardly, I'm blushing. So I can hardly handle it. Hardly handle it. Taja says, and you shouldn't be seeing his... Okay, we said that. Toya Miller has joined. Thanks for coming to Love and Stuff. Durrani K says, deal breaker. What's a deal breaker? My cousin Jarrell Shamar Bolger, the rapper, has joined. Thank you so much for coming to Love and Stuff. We're talking about two women who've married two men that they weren't initially attracted to. I know, Durrani. Where's my coat? I'm in the car. Turn the heat up high. Tanisha says, should, but times and values have changed. How is that, Tanisha? Did I put my keys down? Thank you, Lord.
Good times. These are the good times. Leave your cares behind.
I had to highlight that beautiful jewelry as one of our commercials in our Love and Stuff community. Nicole Baldwin has some amazing jewelry. I want to encourage you to find her in our Love and Stuff community and support her. If you're thinking about great gifts for men and women, she has some amazing pieces, and I want you to support her as a part of our community. Thanks, Nicole. All right, so you see that the topic is getting the warm. It's getting hot. And I moved it into the car because I've just felt like, oh my goodness. Well, really at the center of the topic is, what are the ingredients that are important to you going into a relationship or marriage? And is there any room for love to evolve? Are those deal breakers? So as we go into this next segment, I want you to think about that. And I'm appreciating the comments, David Carter and others that are supplying comments. And I want you to join us by clicking share and tagging others to join in the conversation. And feel free to comment and join in. Tabitha, this is Love and Stuff. Yeah, we are really on the stuff tonight. The look means nothing if he don't know what though he don't know what they'll chew with his own penis. Okay, so I know, Tasha, I'm in the car. It's warming up. I think I'm good. But thank you. The look means nothing. So you're saying you don't care how a man looks, LaQuinda. He's got to be able to do something with his own penis. So you aren't willing to, the man of your dreams, you're going to find out before the dream is over. You're going to find out before you marry him whether or not it's that, right? Yashika says women will marry someone that they are not that attracted to. Yashika, tell me why that is. Because men are, as someone said earlier, I think Veronica said it, men are almost the opposite, except Prentice kind of commented and said something a little different. He's a little bit more mature emotionally, I think. He said he would potentially marry a woman that he wasn't necessarily attracted to. But most men are saying, nope, not attracted, we can't get married. So why are women like that? Why will you marry someone that you're not that attracted to? Prentice says attractiveness is only about 50% of the package. Leave room for new directions as the journey will surely dictate. Very good. Thank you, Prentice. And share with us about that journey, if you will. Durrani K says need to see package first, deal breaker. See this. Oh, I'm not touching whatever that is. Eric Taylor has joined. Thank you for coming to Love and Stuff, sir. I think it's your first time joining us here in Love and Stuff. We're talking tonight about whether or not you should wait for the woman of your dreams, or should you settle for that woman that's in your life. I really didn't want to use the word settle. Should you take the woman in your life now and hope that she grows on you? Would you marry a woman that you were not really attracted to? 2 women in our inbox said that's what they did, or at least one of them, and she didn't become attracted to him until about 10 years into the marriage. The other one started to gain attraction around the time he proposed. What would you do? Tasha says, I agree, Prentice. Cheryl Swacker-Cornell has joined us. Thanks for coming back to Love and Stuff. Again, one of our faithful Love and Stuff community members. Yashika says, in our visual, we see the total person. Except for your sisters in here, Yashika, all of them are seeing the package.
They are sizing up the package. They want to know what the package can do, what options the package has with it. Is it a 2018 model or is it a 2005 model? They want to know about the package. So that to me is rather visual. Feels visual to me. I don't know. Tanisha says marriage is an investment for both parties. If he doesn't come prepared to put in work or with the right tools, it puts skepticism first. And just for clarity, we're not talking about the physical tools, are we, Tanisha, still? Toya says, I think you should marry someone you are attracted to. Okay. Toya, could you marry someone that you weren't that attracted to physically? You're like, let's say you like dark-skinned man and he's light-skinned. Everything else lines up, but he's light-skinned. Tanisha says power. Tanisha Grant says power. LaQuinda says, what to do? Sorry for the misspelling. I have MS and I'm in rehab. I'm in a flare-up and I can't feel my hands. Well, we're sending the power of love your way by the blood of Jesus. I don't know what your belief system is, but we believe that healing is the children's bread. And you are a child of God. And MS is a diagnosis of dis-ease, which means that there is not equilibrium and peace in your body. So we're speaking to your body and the members of your body, that they will come into equilibrium with the flow of God's Spirit, and that dis-ease will be dispelled. I believe disease is dis-ease. It is when your body is not at equilibrium with what the Spirit of God calls for health in your life, regardless to what has been diagnosed. So that's our prayer for you, and I hope you receive that. Tanisha Grant says money, security. Okay. Tasha says men are more visual. Okay. Not from the poll, POLL, that I'm having today, Tasha, but I'm with you. Toya says don't settle. Toya, can you share why don't settle? I like this comment that Yashika says, among many other comments that I'm certainly liking. I hope you are as well. Attraction grows as love matures. I like that. Does that resonate with anyone else besides me? Your attraction grows as your love matures. Durrani says some women just want to be a wife and that's why they settle for not great looks. That's a good point. Are women in agreement with that? Any women agree with that? In agreement with that? Tanisha says some women marry for security and that can trump physical. If he offers the main needs, physical can follow. Okay? Any brothers agree with Tanisha or women agree with Tanisha? I think you all are raising some very good points. LaQuinta says, no, I don't need to try it before the marriage. Okay, thank you for that clarity. You said all again. Come on, all. LaQuinta's laughing. Oh, Lord. You keep pushing package tools and stuff. I'm just repeating what you all are saying. So I just want to make sure I'm getting in the right context. Tanisha says, yes, Marcus, in Jesus' healing name. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Aria has joined us. Thanks for coming to Love and Stuff. Tasha says amen in Jesus' name. Right, Mark? Okay, hands lifted. Chemistry is necessary and sustaining. Attractiveness is in the eyes, and they can play tricks on you. That's a good point, Lori. That is true, especially if you wear glasses. Take them bad boys off, you be like, I ain't see that. Tanisha says agreed. Attraction do grow as love matures. Okay, good point. Agreed. Okay, agreed. Some people agree. Yes, I receive and thank you. I am a Christian. Okay, God bless. This is a platform where it's not Christian required. It's not a certain orientation required. It's a platform where I hope that people will come in and be able to share their perspectives and belief without judgment. Now, it doesn't mean that people won't have correction for you, people won't have information for you, and certainly doesn't mean that people won't have perspectives that are diametrically opposed to yours. But this is a place where we want to love, and we want love to be the order of the day here. So there is no right or wrong, even though we might have strong opinions about what is right and wrong as it relates to our perspectives. There is no right and wrong statement is what I'm saying. You have the right to your opinion here. So I didn't want to offend anybody, because there are folks that are not Christian, that are not, that have no belief system. And so my intent is not to offend them, even if my faith agitates them or causes them to think about their lack of faith or their faith, which is what I hope. But my intent is never to offend. So I just wanted to clarify that. Toy says, I agree with Durrani. I think that's what you're saying, because you got Delaney. What are we talking about? All right, we're talking about straight from the inbox. Someone put in the inbox, 2 women are married to 2 men. And when they first hooked up with them, neither one of the women were attracted to the man. One woman, 10 years in, became attracted to the man. The other woman right around the time that he proposed. And so should you wait for the man of your dreams, or in reality take the man that's present now or woman that's present now and let them grow on you? Is physical attraction vitally important to a healthy, happy, long-term marriage, long life marriage or relationship? LaQuinda's laughing. Prentice says, beware, the world is full of unhappy people because they've missed the opportunity for love based on stereotypes in their head of what the package should be. Prentice, I think that's excellent. I think we do discount, there was a time that I thought that light skin and long hair was, what was beautiful. But as you age and you think about all of the beautiful people that aren't light-skinned with long hair, you can have missed out on a myriad of opportunities just kind of boxing yourself into a certain set of expectations. Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't have expectations, and that doesn't mean that you shouldn't test from time to time the reasonableness of those expectations, the relevancy of those expectations to your life goals. But you have to be able to come off some of those expectations in ways that might still reflect your taste, but that aren't so hard, fast, and rigid. Maybe. Tori says, I didn't see that. That's funny. You're laughing at me. Yes, at Prentice. True Prentice. Hi, players. Thanks for popping in. Okay? Hello, players. I'm not sure who that is. We fall in love with the fairy tale instead of reality. Got it, Yashika. Thank you for that. Tasha says, I agree, Prentice Parker, regarding the world's systems and stereotypes. Ask and pray to God before making a decision. Great advice. You better say it, amen. Thanks you for the platform. We need it. I believe we all do. It'll help us up our love game. And that's my goal. Really, it is. Tanisha Grant says, everyone has deal breakers. A person may have 80% of the qualities you are looking for, but if there is a deal breaker that you can't live with, you shouldn't marry them. And I'm wondering, is that deal breaker more a habit or is it something physical?
Hi, my name is June Rochelle and I own Detroit Couture. We are a fashion forward women's boutique, and we offer friendly sizes from small all the way up to 3X women's sizes, very generously fit, very great quality. I actually have on one of our pieces today. It's called the Cuffed Up. It's in gray, burgundy, and black and olive. And it actually has a lot of stretch and give. So listen, in this time, we try to make sure that, first of all, it's quality and customer service that we offer our clients. And I'm so glad to have this opportunity to share with you. So go and visit us at DetroitCouture.com.
If you're still making your last rounds of gifts, or maybe you're like me and just getting started, and you want to have something beautiful for the women in your life, check out June Rochelle Eaton's boutique, Detroit Couture. They have some excellent pieces that will make the women in your life be so excited about how they look and how they feel. Thank you, June, for being a partner and a member of our Love and Stuff community, and we appreciate all that you do. I wanted to, before we continue with the next section of this view from the vault, if you will, I wanted to go back to something that was said by one of the participants, Yashika, who you may know as Sheik's Cook, who is one of our Love and Stuff chefs around here. And she talked about being in love with the fairy tale, being in love with the idea of. And I wanted to hear from you that, do you think that that's true, that people get married for the idea of being married and they don't quite consider the chemistry, and then that presents some challenges and problems as they navigate the relationship, the marriage, the covenant, when that chemistry and spark doesn't present itself because it was never really there? They were in love with the fairy tale, with the idea of having the relationship in marriage. What do you think about that? I want to hear from you in the comments. as we prepare to go into the next section of this vault experience. And I hope that you are enjoying this so much that you will click share right now and tag someone to watch the next segment.
Is a deal breaker, big feet? If a woman had bigger feet than mine, is that a deal breaker? Even though I don't want a woman to have bigger feet? Is that a deal breaker? Should it be? Or should I test the reasonableness of my deal breakers every now and then, every 5 years, to see if I've matured? Maybe I've matured. Age and maturity plays a factor as well. I agree, Yashika. At 45, my values and requirements have changed. Absolutely. And if they don't, I think we all should be worried if they don't change. Tasha's laughing. Give the fluffy man a chance. Give the skinny man too. Because you'd be surprised what a skinny man can do. I have certain preferences, but I've never been a stickler for them. Okay, thank you for that. Melvin Terry has joined us. Thanks for coming to Love and Stuff. Tanisha says, nah, see, you're going to change the topic again. I'm just saying. June Rochelle Eaton has joined. It's been a while since you've been in our Love and Stuff community. Welcome back. Yes, I was just going to say that people box themselves in this box and therefore miss out on what's really out there. That is so true. Aria says deal breakers are character based usually. Okay. Just wanted to check and see if we were at deal breakers that say a man likes a woman with a large breast, or a woman likes a man with well endowed, and like Carmen says, she's just peeking to see, and she figures out through some imprint investigation or evaluation that he's not well endowed. Is that a deal breaker? Because that's really not character based, is it? Tanisha said big feet. Really? Really? I know, hey. All right, man, marry that woman that might be a bit taller than you. Well, I mean, that might be a problem for some men. Maybe not all men. Maybe not all men. Height might be an issue. Size might be an issue. I don't know if size should be a deal breaker. I think size could be relative because a man could gain weight, a woman could lose weight. I don't think you marry a man or woman with the intent that they will gain or lose weight, but I think that's relative to me. Nicole Black has joined us. Thanks for coming to Love and Stuff. Thanks for coming back. Tanisha Grant says 8 through 80, crippled or crazy. Come on, crippled or crazy. Tanisha says, looking for perfect will leave people lonely. If God only took us when we were perfect, where would we all be? Good point, Tanisha. Great point. And we're talking tonight about whether or not you should marry the man or woman of your dreams, wait for that person, or if there's someone in your life that has 80% of what you want, should you get with that person and let it grow? Let it grow into something. Is it vitally important to have physical attraction to sustain and have a healthy, happy, long-term relationship? Tanisha, crazy side-eye, serious side-eye. Right, weight is relative. It really is. If anybody doesn't believe so, ask yourself how much you weighed 20 years ago. And ask yourself, did you put on all that weight 20 years ago, or did you gradually put on that weight? Did you put on the weight after having a baby? Did you put on that weight after going through depression, the divorce? So all of that's relative. Aria says, I have heard people say small equipment is a deal breaker and no oral sex is a deal breaker. So deal breakers can be anything. They could be, but see, for me, I don't know if those things should be a deal breaker unless the other person is unwilling to work with what's there. Because oral sex, it is my understanding, good oral sex can be taught. That's my understanding. That's what I've been told. And so if that premise is true, you can teach your partner on how to perform great, earth-shattering oral sex. But you have to be willing to want to be taught and willing to find pleasure and giving pleasure to your partner. And if that's not the end game, then that might be a deal breaker. That might be a deal breaker. Deal breaker, yes, if you are shorter than I just can't. Okay, LaQuinta, thanks for that. Tanisha Grant said that was my best friend's philosophy. Okay. Eric Sanders has joined us. Welcome back to Love and Stuff. So we're talking about, should you wait for the woman of your dreams, Or should you let reality sink in and take the woman that is present and allow her to grow on you? Is it vitally important for you to have physical attraction to have a happy, healthy, lifelong relationship? Initial physical attraction. Guess I should be saying that. Good oral sex can be taught. I believe that, Taja, and that's what I've been told. Love and Stuff is deep on tonight. Nikki, it was so deep earlier, I was blushing. I think it was deep. The Lord said, you need to go outside. You can't even have that stuff in my house. I think the Lord said you have to take that outside. It was so deep, I couldn't. You have to go back and listen from the top, and you'll say, oh, this is a Love and Stuff, a grown edition. See, I'm grabbing my buttons. I feel like I got to button my top collar. I feel like yeah. Physical attraction is vitally important, Aria says. Psychologically, people are not as kind to folks that they are not attracted to. You are correct. We are nicer to people who we find attractive. That is true. A person has to be willing to learn. That's what I say, Tasha. Well, Toy, I'm just saying, this is what I've been told, that you can have great and earth-shattering oral sex. And you can teach someone to do that, but that person has to be willing as your partner to do that. And so I don't think that should be a deal breaker. If the sex is not earth-shattering or great, I think you can teach your partner how to make love to you that is earthquake, Richter scale level. Tanisha's laughing. Jerry Boykin says, Boykin has joined us. Thank you, sir, for coming to Love and Stuff. Tasha's laughing. LaQuinta says, my phone, oh Lord, my last post posted on its own, but I'm glad you read it right. Okay, I'm glad I read right too, because this has been the grown edition of Love and Stuff. It's wonderful growing together in all things, emotional, physical, mentally, spiritually, financially, etc. Good, Lady Veronica. And would you say, does the physical help that? Do you think it helped? Or for you, did that come last among those things that you mentioned? Was any one thing first? Taja says, yes, sir. Aria says, that's why sex is not so important to be a deal breaker for me. I believe two people in love would want to please each other so much that they are willing to learn and grow and experiment until they get it just right. I agree. Mark Holloway has joined Love and Stuff. Thank you, sir, for coming to Love and Stuff. Tanisha says, well, if a person is unsettling in their physical appearance, then you will be tense when talking to them. If they're unsettling, if they are unsettled in their own appearance, or you find them unattractive, you find something off. Because have you ever met someone who had a great speaking voice, but didn't look that great physically, and you kept talking, and you found that you were having a conversation and you were attracted to their intellect, and you may not have totally divorced yourself or separated yourself from what you were seeing, but somehow their intellect helped to influence how you saw them. Tasha says, absolutely, Aria. Lena Brown has joined us. Thanks for coming to Love and Stuff. And so back to an earlier question from shows of light, because I'm going to read Tanisha's comment in a second. How many of you would be willing to marry a man who had everything that you wanted, was the man of your dreams, except for the physical attraction? Can I get some likes? And Aria, that is ideal, but trying to overcome your own insecurities is more difficult, especially in the bedroom. Okay. Thank you for that, Tanisha. So can I get some likes from the women who would marry a man who is everything that you want in your man of the dreams, or man? That woman is everything that you want as the woman of your dreams, except you're not physically attractive. How many of you would still be willing to enter into a long-term relationship? Okay, I got Tanisha clicking like. Okay, how many of you say, absolutely not? If I am not physically attracted to you, even if you have everything else covered, every I dotted, every T crossed, there is no way in Sam's Haiti that I would marry you. Darcel Graham Scott has joined us. Hello, Mrs. Graham Scott. Taja has likes, and I don't know, she's got tons of likes, and I'm not sure if that's to the first question or the latter. So I'm going to repeat the latter just to make sure. How many women or men say, absolutely, I would absolutely not marry someone, no matter how much he has it together or she has it together, I would absolutely not marry them if there was not a physical attraction first. Aria says, I have dated guys who were unattractive to me at first sight, but after time spent, I was ready to date them and really attracted to them. As soon as something changed my perception of them, I was completely done. Got it. I got one sad face. Tasha said, yes, I would. Waverly Bunbury has joined us. Thank you, sir, for coming to Love and Stuff. Tanisha says, if they satisfy my core, then my spirit will be attracted, and that is how we will grow. Great point. Veronica says, enjoy each other's company and sexual. Unfortunately, then spiritual came after. Okay, thank you for sharing and being so candid. I love it. Eloquent Weaver has come to Love and Stuff. Thank you, sir, for coming and joining our Love and Stuff. We're nearing our 9:40 hour, which is when we're going to wrap it up. But one more time, I'll repeat the topic to see if I can get more people to just comment. If the man or woman of your dreams had everything that you've ever dreamt of except physical attraction, would you still marry him or her? How is the attraction not there if the other substantive things are present? Great point. So let's say you require, Tabitha, that he loves the Lord, okay? Let's say you require that he has a job, a career, making a certain amount of money. Let's say that he has to have his own home and he has to have 720 credit score. I'm just making things up that you might say. Let's say that you want him to be a nice dresser and you want him to be kind to his mother and be family oriented. But physically, he's smart, he's kind, he's nice, but physically, he really doesn't turn you on. You don't have that chemistry, that connection. You all can talk, you all enjoy each other's company, but you really don't like him like that. You're not that into him. That would you, if he said, hey, we've been going out for several weeks, several months, I really think this can turn serious, I want to exclusively see you, or it goes beyond that, he says, I don't want to spend a lot of time dating, I want to marry you. Would you be open to marrying that kind of guy where there is no, you're not moved by his physical appearance at all? I would looks are important, but if that's all you're basing the relationship, you need to fix yourself before you enter that relationship. Good point. Tasha said this to the first question. I would marry him if I wasn't physically attracted to him. Okay, thank you for that. Aria says, I can't say absolutely, but if I did, I keep the marriage counselor on standby. Good point. Eric says, the women of your dreams is only in your dreams. The woman God has for you is in the cultivating and molding process of a God-fearing man. Come on, cultivating. Come on, molding. Come on, God-fearing man. I love that. This woman is only in your dreams. I love that. That's a good point. That's a good point. Brothers, sisters, what do you feel about that? Tanisha Grant says, sometimes the opinions of others may play a part. A long time ago when I was in college, I met a guy who was 5'4". I'm 6'1". I really liked him, but I was insecure about being in public with him. Unfortunately, I stopped. Yeah, sometimes people can talk you out of a blessing. Absolutely, yes, Eric Sanders, Tasha says. I would be so sad. Toya, you would be so sad. This man is paying all the bills. He's doing everything else, but you just are not turned on. You wouldn't find a way to say, I'm turned on that you're paying the bills and taking out the trash. That would not turn you on.
Welcome to Powerful Money Tools, LLC. At Powerful Money Tools, we are here to prepare for your future. We want to talk about financial freedom. Financial freedom is budgeting, credit building, and also financial education. So once again, welcome to Powerful Money Tools, LLC. We can't wait to help you in your financial future.
Powerful Money Tools LLC can't wait to help you with your financial future. Christina Smith, the owner and proprietor of Powerful Money Tools LLC, has helped many women in the Love and Stuff community and beyond. And families as well. Help to get on their financial feet, get their financial footing, and get to financial success. If you're trying to clean up your credit, you're trying to get a mortgage, you're trying to get your business credit started, Christina Smith is your person, and she is Powerful Money Tools, LLC. They can't wait to help you. Thank you, Christina, for being a part of our Love and Stuff community. We appreciate you so much. We're continuing with this Love's Evolution conversation that came from the inbox, and straight from that inbox and from our vault, we've decided to bring back in snippets some of the conversation around that inbox, where there were two women who had admittedly married men, two men, for which they had no attraction. One married the man because he took good care of her and her children. The other married the man hoping that she would become attracted to him, and did eventually. What do you say? Is chemistry, is spark, is beauty, are these three important ingredients to go into a long-term relationship or marriage? Or can love evolve? Is there an evolution where you can go into a marriage without some of these things or any of them and see that relationship bud and grow? So from the comments from that vault, we saw one couple who had been married 20 years together, 27, and she said she was not at all attracted to her husband initially. And so the conversation continues. I hope that you will click share, because we have just 2 small segments left, but I want to hear your comments and those of the people that are connected to you. What do you think about entering into relationships where you don't have that chemistry spark, or there isn't that physical attraction? I'm very interested to hear your opinion and to hear your perspective here in the Love and Stuff community.
Okay. I ain't mad at you. I already said I'd say no. If I spent as much time with him and there is still no chemistry, nope. Okay. All right. All right. Tabitha says hi. So straight from our inbox, which I think it's important, I think it is a wonderful way to get these topics that people are sometimes thinking to themselves, or having smaller group conversations, or really don't have the support of a community where they can drop these questions and ask. Because there are men and women, not just women, ladies. There are men who are doing what Eric said. We're looking for the woman of our dreams, but we're looking for her outside of our head. The same for women. And we're not willing to even entertain someone who has everything we want except for that physical attraction. And I just want to drop in that maybe if you're open, where someone has 80% or more of what you're looking for, if you're open to allowing yourself to see attraction norms different. We like what we like, but there are almost always underlying causes or underlying reasons why we like what we like. It could be early exposure. It could be searching for our moms or dads, because sometimes we do that in relationships. So there are many different things. It could be early impressions of what womanhood or manhood is about, masculinity, femininity is about. And I think if you're open to a paradigm shift about what you find as attractive, you might open your options a little bit. If you're open to doing that. Now, if you're not, there is the possibility that you're closing off those options. And I like how Yashika said it earlier. That attraction can grow as your love matures, because love is looking for a little bit different than just the physical characteristics, just the physical package. And yes, I'm pointing over body parts. Love is looking for more than just that. And so as that matures, as you age and mature, maybe your desires for what you would look for physically might. So I just want to get you to look at from a different perspective. Maybe if you find yourself with fewer options and you say, I'm waiting for that right man or woman to come, maybe you will take inventory of the men and women that are around you and inventory whether or not they measure up to 80%, It's not a hard, fast rule, but 80%. And then identify what that other 20% is about. If it's attraction, see if you can open up your norms. If you're a person that says, I can't be with a woman who is large-breasted. There are some men that say that. Or a woman who's flat-bottomed. Or a woman who wears glasses. Or a dark-skinned woman. Or a very light-skinned woman. Or I only like red bones, brothers. Or women, you say, I only can deal with a man that's 8 or greater. It'll get greater later if he's bigger than 8. I've just made up a number because you all talk so much tonight about the package. Maybe if you open your norms, even though I'm not so sure how you get to 8 if you haven't seen it unless you're doing imprint investigation. But whatever your norm is about attraction, whatever your norm is that he or she has to have, that you consider a deal breaker, revisit those norms and see if it opens up your dating pool some. Because the very person that could be the most suitable life partner for you may be that 80%er who doesn't have that well-endowed package, who doesn't have the large breast, who doesn't have the long hair, who doesn't have a size 12 shoe or a size 6 shoe, who isn't 150 pounds, who is 200 pounds. You might have to, I don't consider that settling. I consider that revisiting the norms. I don't say that you say, okay, I got to be with a guy, he cusses and he drinks and he does all of these habits and behaviors that are detrimental not only to me but are to him. I'm talking about physical characteristics about a guy or about a female. Going back to the comments before we wrap up because we're at an hour and 15 minutes. LaQuinta says I would... you said that already. Okay. Sorry. Tanisha said, I've dated a guy that had nearly everything I wanted, but the physical was off. 10 years later, we are playing cat and mouse still. Wow. At Tanisha, see, that's what I'm concerned about. Well, I think that's another show, and we'll have to get into it. Antonio Johnson has joined Love and Stuff. Thanks for coming. Tabitha slip back in. Yes, Mark, truth. You have to be open. At Ari, he is handsome, but I just can't imagine being intimate with him. That is the problem. Are you willing to revisit the norms as to why? Why? Tanisha says, stop making up stuff. Stop making up stuff? Stepped away for a second. That's okay, Carmen. At Tanisha, I get it. Yes, imprint investigation. Now, there's a market that hasn't been tapped. Clearly, Tanisha, it has been. Clearly, it has been tapped. Clearly has been tapped. I want to thank you for coming to Love and Stuff. The topics come straight out of the inbox. I was hoping tonight to have Swipe In Pandit Dasa, who is kind of my mindfulness coach. He is from India, and he's just returning from India from a visit to family. But I wanted to bring him on as we go into the holidays because I wanted people to be more mindful of ways that you can give of yourself, self-care to yourself, but also give of yourself to others. And I think going along this mindfulness journey has really been a blessing for me in a time of my life that has been very stressful and filled with a lot of tension about things of the past. So I will be having Pandit come on soon, and hopefully before the new year, before you start setting your trajectory on New Year's resolutions or the better you of 2018 and all of the slogans that might be attached, I want to invite you to go on a little bit of a mindfulness journey for the self-love part of yourselves. Because really we talk about loving God, and I am the first to say I have certainly mastered being imperfect in loving God. I fall short every day, but I'm committed that I'm going to try my best to continue to seek and pursue loving him in the way that he would desire me to love him, because God is love. And in order for me to be able to have any other love flow through my life, I got to start with him. That's the premise of this love. And then once I get that love, it trickles down to me, because the Bible says, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, mind, body, and soul, something like that, and your neighbor as yourself, which means there is a component of self-love that you must do. And the way that you love yourself is how you mete it out to your neighbor. It's how you love your neighbor. So you can't love anybody outside of yourself until you love yourself. The way you love others is supposed to be how you love yourself, which emanates from the way that you love God. And so we want to talk about that self-love, and then loving others, loving your family, loving your friends. How is your circle of friendships working for you? Are you loving those folks? How are your relationships working? How are your suitor pool working? You don't have many candidates? What is that telling you? Is it telling you anything? Let's get our love together so that we can love this world that's dying, that's shooting people on freeways, that's killing children, that's killing themselves. We have to, as an urgent mandate, storm the world, the White House, the Lansing houses with love.
Do you have a birthday, anniversary, or special event? If so, the team at Blush Design Group is here to help you make it magical and make your guest stand or sit in awe. Blush Design Group takes the preparations off your shoulders, but never out of your hands. Here at Blush Design Group, let us make your dreams come to life.
If you want your dreams to come to life for whatever magical event, and it involves any kind of design, especially floral arrangements, Blush Design Group is your go-to. Kimberly Hall Wagner and her partner will put together amazing designs, from weddings to banquets to bar mitzvahs to homegoing celebrations. The perfect floral tribute is so important. BlushDesignGroup.com is where you want to go for all of your needs, and they're available to you now. Thanks, Kim, for being a part of our Love and Stuff community, and thank you for your support. As we go into this last segment, I want to make sure that people hear something that I've been trumpeting in these other segments about not settling. Because I think people say, well, I'm not going to settle for someone that makes less than a certain amount. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that, though I think that you need to I'm not referring to settling in that way. I think you need to revisit what that finance means to you and what safety you've attributed to someone who makes this amount today, because that person may have a trajectory to make something else. As a matter of fact, a lot of men who get a good woman with them see their income go into other tax brackets. It's just the reality. A woman can make a good man great, and a great man can make a good woman superior, right? We tend to exponentially grow when we link up with the right partner. So to me, that is something you have to revisit. When I say settle, I mean, don't go into an abusive relationship or someone who has a pattern of abuse in their family, emotional, physical, mental. Those are things that you say, I'm not going to go into a situation where I'm going to be abused or my children are going to be unsafe. I don't think you settle for those types of things. This was talking more about those other things we might call accoutrements, those extra things, those amenities. And someone says, well, having a well endowment is not an amenity, it's a must. I want to just challenge you. I don't want to push too hard. I didn't even want to use the word hard in that sentence. I want to challenge you to consider what the norm is around. Why is that your deal breaker? I want to challenge you to consider that. Fellas, the same thing. If there's something related to an anatomy part or a sexual act or interaction, I want to challenge you to consider revisiting it. And I wanted to clarify that as we go to that last segment and get your thoughts on that as well. I'm enjoying sharing this from the vault. I think it's really important as we go into the next year that we think about whether you're 25 or 65. And if you want love, you've got to think about whether or not your love is front and center, whether or not you're open to love, that it might show up differently than you expect. And what a season to do that in. Again, as it was saying in the video, I'm a man of faith. I'm a Christian. So it might offend people to hear it, but this is the season when we got a gift that we didn't expect to be wrapped up the way that it was. We got a king and he came through a manger, right? And so the gift that you want may not come in the wrapping that you're expecting. And are you open enough? Is your love front and center enough to receive it? And so as we go in this last part, I just wanted to bring that back to your attention. And I'll be back right after that in ways that you can help our Love and Stuff community, help families that are in need during the season, and help one special athlete who we want to select among athletes, student athletes, to celebrate during the season. We'll be back after this segment.
Our neighborhoods, our rec centers, our community centers, our homeless shelters, our block clubs, our neighbors' homes, our senior citizen facilities with love. Love will make the difference. I'm going to go to these comments and then I want to give you just a few things I hope you will consider as we close out. Thank you. Great discussion. Toya says, thank you. Physical attraction is overrated. We should consider all personal values. Thank you. So did you answer my question about will a man being willing to accept the conversation about what he can do to please his woman? I thought I did. I'm sorry, Carmen. Yes, he would, and yes, he should. Tanisha says, great conversation. It was entertaining. Thank you. I thank you, Tanisha. I thought I had, but worth repeating. Yes, he should be willing to have that conversation with you because he should be willing to tell you what pleases him. Tasha says, absolutely, Prentice. Physical attraction is very overrated. Come on, Pondit. Yes, we want him on. I missed it. I had to go into a meeting at work. That's okay. My life right now. Tago Rose Tennyson, thank you for coming to Love and Stuff. He may not be physically attracted to anyone else, but he better be physically attracted to me. That's a good point. Thanks, Carol Cole, for coming. Physical attraction is needed for the body to fully function in intimate situations. Emotional and mental attraction gets you to the party, but doesn't always light the fireworks at the end of the night. It can, though, Tanisha. It can. It can. It can light those fireworks. Yes. I need you to share this video with 5 people and up to 10 people. We have to get our likes and shares up because I want to debut the Love and Stuff t-shirt. Don't you want to buy one? It's going to help a young lady with her college. It's going to help Jerry Boykin with his being a blessing. I'm so impressed by that young man and the work that he's doing in our city. It's going to help Tracy Green with Family Matters. She is an advocate to keep families together. So she is a family law attorney and she fights for parents to retain custody of their children, even though the system is designed to keep them from doing so. So we want to be a blessing through this t-shirt to so many people who could be a blessing to other people and who can spread love and stuff. But I got to get the likes and shares up. You got to help me. Help me by liking this right now. Like it right now. Then share it. And then go into your comments and start tagging people, at least 5 to 10 people, so we can get our likes and shares up this week. And then
Marcus, I want to congratulate you on Love and Stuff. I really want you to know that staying grateful and understanding the power of what it is to be operating out of a space of abundance and gratitude is the most important part of every journey of every day. So Marcus June, congratulations on this book. It's on Amazon now. That makes me so proud of you and your family and me and my family, and every single person around us gets it. So good on you for bringing it into the hands and the laps and the Kindles of all the people. Okay? So we're going to check it out. Can't wait to learn more.
That was MJ from Shahs of Sunset, shouting out the book, The Gratefulness Journey, every day. What are you doing in the next 30 days to transform your life? The book is a brief look into my personal journey. It's a 70-page read and how I walked through this journey of grief and loss, and the loss of both of my parents, 3 of my 4 siblings, best friend, and others in a short time, how that impacted my life and how I've come across these 3 principles of gratefulness to practice every day. And I believe that these 3 principles, if you practice them every day, will transform your life. The book is available on Amazon, and you can scan the QR code right now and get your copy right now. I wanted to bring to your attention some of the great things that we're doing inside of the Love and Stuff community. As you may know, we have a couple of Love and Stuff shows in our network, and Love and Stuff community members who have their own shows around love and stuff. And so one of those shows, Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix, which is hosted by associate producer Kamau Williams and Felix Holmes. These are fellows who love all things sports, and every other Saturday they host their show live at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they share stupid sports news, the stats, the predictions, all of the things that you want to hear. Women in sports, hockey, baseball, football, NBA tournaments, NCAA, college football, you name it. And they have decided that they will name a student athlete for Christmas that they want to sponsor to give some good tidings of great joy to this year. And so at the inbox for the Sports Talk group, you can share, or in the Love and Stuff inbox, the name of a student athlete who you think is worthy of some special love this Christmas. We'll be selecting 1 or 2 athletes, student athletes, to give something special to for Christmas. And we want you to be involved by sharing the name of that student athlete. If you know of coaches, put those coaches in our inbox so that they can recommend the young people, could be young man, young woman, who they believe as noteworthy and honor worthy, if you will, that they will supply their names to us so that we can include them in our consideration and deliberation. We will announce the winner or winners on December 23rd, which is their next show. And we're excited about hearing from you. So make sure that you scan that QR code or go to the Sports Talk group. This way you can go and join it, and just, it's a public group. So you can just drop in the inbox there and say, hey, here's the name of the student athlete. That, we'll respond to get some additional information to ensure that we can include that student athlete. And also in the Love and Stuff community in general, every year we always find families that we can support during the holidays. There are still people who don't have work, still people who don't have stable housing. And we like to give funds to help with food, to help with maybe some toys and clothes, to help somebody toward a rent or toward a bill that could help them through these winter months, especially, but to help them all year long. If we can't be loved with our hands, we can't be loved with our pockets, we can't be loved with our feet, what is love really doing? And so I'm hoping to be a blessing to a couple of people in and around the Love and Stuff community who just need some love. Because what the world needs now is more love. And the world has seen war. The world is seeing mother against daughter, father against son. The world is seeing trickery and wickedness in high places, in governing places. The world is seeing greed. What the world really needs to see is more love. And while it might feel imperfect, there is a blessing in putting the effort to work out your own love consideration to, as we say here, up your love game. So I hope you will join us in doing that by going to the Love and Stuff community and inboxing us. You'll still soon see snippets across our platform and pages about how you can go to our Shopify store and purchase the gift box. The gift box is a virtual box. All of the funds that are sent to the gift box will be divided equally among the families. There is no administrative fee, so we don't take anything out of the gift box. We put all of those monies together, divide them among the total number of families that we have, and we give them however we decide to give them that we find will be the best to help them. We hope that you will join us in that effort, because something about your love when it's in action builds such a momentum and such an appreciation for being in a position to help others and to give. Your love is front and center when you see the needs of others and you seek to meet those needs. So I hope you will join us by going to the Love and Stuff inbox and dropping in the inbox, how can I help? We'll send you the link to the Shopify store. I thought the link was here, but I don't see it. We'll have the link to the Shopify store that you can click. We, of course, have other products there. We do have sweatshirts and hoodies and T-shirts and duffel bags and all of those different things. But we really want to give a line of sight to helping people. That gift box comes in a $10 increment, $20 or $50. Any and all of those, all three if you want to help families that are in need in time for Christmas. Well, this has been a great time. I'm Marcus Holmes. I'm the love activist. I am advocating for better love for you and me so that we can up our love game one world at a time. My world, your world, and then the world at large. And if that resonates with you, I want you to go to the Love and Stuff community page. If you haven't already, click the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever there are new videos or new lives that are happening, and then click follow so that you can become part of our extraordinary community. It is filled with extraordinary people. And if you want an inside look at that, when you go to that page, go to the groups, and under it, it says Inside Love and Stuff. That's a group of just shy of 100 people who are on a specific self-care journey to improve their life and their. If that resonates with you, we want to invite you to join that group and be with us as we go to our next level together. Lastly, before I go, join us tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Love and the Scriptures with Darren Williams. Pastor Darren Williams is home Detroit grown, but he's living out west in Oklahoma, and he is pastoring there. He is an educator and a historian, and he brings unique perspective to the Advent season. And you don't want to miss that as he explores love and the scriptures for 30 minutes tomorrow. There is something for everybody here in the Love and Stuff diaspora, and we hope that you will latch onto it and make it the kind of place that more people will want to join us. Have a grateful evening. We appreciate you for being here, and we'll talk to you soon.